From the depths of the mysterious world, God sends up a tiny fountain through the rocks of countless centuries, the spring to light high upon the mountain. And the spring becomes a rivulet, and the rivulet becomes a stream, and the stream runs down to the river, and the river runs by the village. That's the way the river runs. 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 And every morning at the crack of dawn, someone has to fetch the water from the river that runs down through El Salvador, to cook the bread that feeds the campesinos. That's the way the river runs. 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 Dolores, which is sorrows, Cienfuegos, which is 100 fives. Dolores, Cienfuegos, which means the sorrows of 100 fires. Somewhere on a mountain in a village by the river in El Salvador. Cienfuegos is the family in the village by the river in El Salvador. Fires we light when first we learn to stand and fight. 100 fires to set us free. 100 fires for liberty. Guerrita, which means warrior. Cienfuegos, which is 100 fires. Guerrita, Cienfuegos, which means the warrior of 100 fires. Fire in the people's blood. Fire in the people's heart. And the river joins the people in the village to their neighbors in El Salvador. And the river brings the news of every fireside by the river in El Salvador. When I go to fetch the water, I see reflected in the river all the faces of the people of El Salvador. The river takes my tears down into the sea, from the top of the mountain, from those who fled oppression. The river runs down to the city, to where the poor have fled starvation. That's the way the river runs. That's the way the river runs. That's the way my children have gone. The way the river runs.
And the river brings the bodies of the people who've been murdered in El Salvador by the army and their anger and their hatred of the people of El Salvador.
Guerrita, which means warrior. Cienfuegos, which is 100 fires. Guerrita, Cienfuegos, which means the warrior of 100 fires. Fire in the people's blood. Fire in the people's heart. From the top of the mountain, the stream runs down to the river. Nothing on earth can stop the river running down into the sea. And the sea becomes an ocean, joins the oceans over all the world, joins the rivers over all the world, joins the countries and the peoples. That's the way the river runs. That's the way the river runs. That's how surely the people will be free. The way the river runs. That's 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 the way